Hey Aaron, hey Doug. I wanted to shoot you guys a quick video of your land because I know it's difficult to get a hold of a topographic map of this area, and I don't even know if there is one. I know we could probably get the committee together to have the Alcaldía come out here and do that. They definitely need to come out here and excavate your land or measure your land so we know exactly where the points are GPS wise, so we're not building on somebody else's land. They need to redo that, and the first thing we need to do is clear it all of that together. I think to get the guys out here, it's 150 bucks. And it's going to cost about $200 to clear the whole area. I know we had talked about that before. That's the first thing that we need to do. But before we do anything, we need to decide where you want to put your septic. Where I'm standing is right next to, not right next to the road, right where I had said I'd want to put the septic before when you guys were here. Be a 2-tank system, and then your leach field out towards the road that way. So we do a manifold and have 4 leach fields. They're 20 foot long each. So you would never have, you'd run all your shower, all your gray water, all your black water through it. And you never have to clean it out or have it pumped. And the only reason I want to do it here on the side is because we're at a low point on your lot. I know you had said you want the 3-bedroom main house kind of on this ridge over here, and then the bodega behind it with a driveway behind it. That's something we had talked about. If that's the case, then I think this is the best spot for the septic. If not, if you plan on putting a structure further down here towards where my truck is, and more down towards the V, down towards the main area of the road directly west. If you're gonna put a structure down there or something even at this area that's going to need flush toilets, then we're going to need to put your septic obviously at the lowest point. But what I was thinking was your land isn't that big of a slope that eventually, once you guys have vehicles here, that kind of thing, this might be a parking area, maybe even where you put your pool, maybe where we build some cool tree house and these neat trees here for the kids, or something, in which case again we want to keep the septic out of that area, because if you're going to be driving over it, there's going to be a lot of foot traffic. Obviously, it'll be at ground level like we build back home, so it won't be an issue. But it'd be better to kind of have it tucked back over here. And for now, we'll just vent it straight out of the ground, like we have at Nicole's. And then when you have your main house tied in, we'll just under the ground put those tubes under the ground and run the vent up the side of the house, like we do back home as well. So it's not this big ugly vent tube sticking out right here. But I think this is your best spot for your septic right now. And of course, like I said, it all depends on the position of your house. So let's go take a look from the top of your lot looking down. I'll show you some options, some best options for where we want to put your house for phase 2 after we build your bodega and get your septic systems all okay. So you can see behind me, I know I'm shooting with the GoPro, so it's hard to see on this fisheye, but you can see we're standing at the top of your hill, where over here the entrance to your driveway we had talked about before. Whether we want to do it there or down in the front, I think the highest point on your lot, in between some of these trees without having to cut any of them down, is probably the best bet for your bodega slash living casita kind of first phase now. I'm thinking we'll do a little kitchenette, obviously bathroom, and living area, and then the other half of it will be a bodega. It's kind of what I'm doing for David's house right now too. But if we're doing that, then below us on this ridge right here, this military ridge, is probably where, like we had talked about before, we're standing right where we stood before with you, me, and Doug, and we're gonna put your long 3-bedroom, 2-bath place right there. And if that's the case, then I think where we were talking about off to the side, which would be the south end of your lot, is going to be the best place for your septic, leaving everything in front of that, your ridge line, down to the street, kind of open for whatever else you guys want to do, whether it's, you know, like we said, another quick entryway, parking area, chill out zone, deck, little covered cabina grill area in front of your house, pool, whatever. I think keeping the septic away from that prime location, even though it's the lowest spot, is the best idea. And we can get it as low as possible off to the side. I think it's going to be the best place for it. So this is to give you just an idea and what we think up here, and what we've seen as far as your lot goes. But for now, obviously, the first our first step is to get it cleared, get it surveyed, and then we can kind of we can decide from there. Start running some tubes and start laying out where we want, you know, all of our water systems. So I hope this helps. I'll talk to you guys soon. We can get this rolling probably before the rains start. We've got more than enough time, and it'll be really easy for me to get a bid out to you guys pretty soon. So hope you guys are doing well and enjoying summer back home in Tejas, and be good. I'll talk to you guys soon.